Welcome to the Iroquois Park Arena in Whitby for Friday night action between the under 14 AAA Oshawa Minor Generals and the Whitby Wildcats. It's going to be a busy weekend for the Generals. They're going to have 3 games this weekend, as they're also going to play Saturday and Sunday in Kingston. Looking to start this weekend off on the right foot, and they're going to go with Parker Shaw in net, and Grunewald is at the other end for Whitby. As we get our first stoppage, that goes into the bench out of play. Ethan Chapman to take the draw now, wins it back here to the line, and Elijah LePage puts that back in behind the Whitby goal now. Trying to fire this around the boards, it gets knocked down there by Whitby. And we'll get another stoppage in play on an offside. So already 2 stoppages here in the game, only 32 seconds into it. Chapman will take this draw and lose it. Here comes a chance to move it in. LePage tried to dump it in the zone. Big hit there on the other end as they reach the offensive zone. Around the boards there on the right side. Looking for an open lane. He clears it down the ice. Back coming after it there was Hutchings. He's going to lose that backhand shot. The first shot on goal hits the side of the net. Right in front of the goal. Shot from the line. This one's going to get blocked in front by Hutchings. Goes off to the right corner. Big hit there in the side to try and get this out as Max Hutchings. Good job there at the line. Kept it in with his left skate, but now it gets poked away. All the way down the ice. And another stoppage in play as it goes for icing. Now the face-off comes off to the right of Parker Shaw, who gets ready in the goal out of his crease area. Whitby wins the draw. Shot from the line. Going to get redirected and skipped in there by Descaret on net. And scooped up there by Parker Shaw. Face-off now again off to the right. Comes around the other side. Here comes Elliot Bluin. Bluin with a chance here to get it out of his own end. Had to get it around Oldman. De Kesseray. That gets a chance here to move it up through center. Take it away there again by Bluin, and now tipped in the length of the ice. Right back in behind the Whitby goal that goes. And behind the net pass, Grunewald. Here comes a chance here for Whitby, but that lead pass was broken up nicely by Kobe Heyer, who brings us in and takes the first shot on net. It goes wide of the goal. From the right side now, trying to get it back here to the line. It's off on that left side now, and we're going to get a stoppage in play for a high stick. A lot of stoppages here so far in the game. Here comes a chance for Whitby. That stretch pass is up over the line and trying to get it around Sterling, who knocked that down and puts it past Way into the corner. Way trying to get this out of his own end. Kept in there by Oshawa with a shot on net. It didn't make its way to the goal. Grunewald played really well in that shutout win in Oshawa, the only time these two teams played this year. This one he's going to steer off to the right into his own corner. Ethan Jackman sets it up in front for a pass, and that just went over the stick. But this Generals line keeps it in there. Good job by Gallinaro. Mason Gallinaro puts it behind the net and goes off on the change. From behind their own net, tipping it through center to try and get it around Hutchings. Right past Sterling here into the corner. Ethan Sterling from his own end will get it around his man Pethy with a chance to clear it away. Moving it up through center, here's for a chance. Whitby on the backhand, can't get it out past Braden Davidson, who tried to hold it in. Sterling tried to dump it in deep, and it hit the Whitby defender. Can't get it out. Zach Nash kept that in. Braden Davidson sends one to the goal and couldn't do anything with it. Now Conlon Kennedy gets it and puts it up and out of play. Faceoff got won by Chapman to LePage. The pass was in the feet of Hutchings, though. Off to that corner. Cooper going behind the net, trying to set things up. Coming around that left side now. Getting some help there with Pomeroy to try and throw that up in front. Taken away here by Generals up through center. Braden Davidson will play it to himself. Grunewald will clear it out of danger off to that right side. Here comes a chance now over the stick of Owen Dobbs. Conlon Kennedy picks that up here from center ice and tries to put it in. Here comes a chance for Davidson, but he couldn't get to the front of the net before losing it in the slot area. Right in front of the goal, that's going to get taken away. A chance now for Whitby to skate after this loose puck. A pass is over the stick of Emerson Davis back here in the zone. Cavillion is over there to try and get it back here to the line. Nobody was there. Dobbs now for Bluin. Elliot Bluin tries to cut his way in and gets it taken away from him. Dobbs again and is off on that left side to try and set it up in front for Bluin, and Couldn't get it there. Emerson Davis will keep that in. From their own end, Whitby get the opportunity to clear it out. Not going to happen. Kept in by Hire, who sends one to the goal. Backhand shot. Stopped it by Grunewald right in front of the net from the left side. Another chance to clear it out, and that's going to come out over the line where Davis now gets it. Emerson Davis gets an opportunity to dump that in off the boards behind the Whitby net. Blowen is trying to be the first one there in behind the goal to win this battle. It's a pile up in behind the goal to try and dig that puck free. Flipped out here by Whitby down the ice. All the way back into the corner. Picking that up there was Hire in his own end. He's got his man on him, so he'll fire it off the boards here. Right back in through center. Here comes Gallinaro with a shot. Easy left pad stop there by Grunewald. Another big hit there on the left side to try and keep it alive. Coming around the other side now. From the right corner, they try and get this puck out of the zone. Jackman in behind the net trying to do the work and dig that puck out of the gritty corner. Jackman still after it. Kept in there from the line by Zach Nish, who gets another opportunity to keep it in, and he will. Putting that back behind the Oshawa net. Under 10 minutes left to go here in a scoreless first period. Had a lot of stoppages here so far in the game. Ethan Sterling knocks that down as he tries to fire it away. Mason Gallinaro will dump that back into the Whitby end. Back in behind their own goal now. Starting it out, looking for a lead pass. That going over the stick of everybody. But it's going to be no icing. Must have touched the Oshawa stick. Pithy back in the corner. Pithy tried to set this up in front and couldn't do it. Here comes a chance now, but Chapman had the puck too far ahead of him. Tipping in this off the boards there was Zach Nish to try and put it in the Whitby end, and here comes a chance. Braden Davidson set it up for Hutchings, who scores! Max Hutchings opens up the scoring, snapping it over the right pad of Grunewald to make it 1-0. Thought it was Hutchings, but Chapman was leading the lead down the bench, so it might have been Chapman who got it. I thought it was Hutchings from the slot area who put it over the pad of Grunewald, but it was either Hutchings or Chapman that gives the Generals a 1-0 lead. Here comes a chance now. Putting this back into the Oshawa end. Conlon Kennedy slaps it around. Out over the line. Chapman coming after this. Chapman and Hutchings. Chapman fires it just wide over the blocker hand of Grunewald. Back here to the blue line now. Over there to the corner for Max Hutchings behind the net. Hutchings had Davidson out in front. Keeps it to himself though. Hutchings trying to pull the trigger and couldn't do it. Lost control of it, and now they try and tip this out. Right from center, Emerson Davis dumps it in. Right back in behind the goal where Grunewald leaves it. Owen Dobbs is coming after it as well, along with Blowen. Here comes a chance now through center to get through. Up over his own blue line is into the offensive end. Trying to set this up in front with a shot. That gets stopped out in front of the goal. Here comes a chance now. Elliot Blowen getting tripped up. Here comes a chance now for Davis to try and flip it in up over the line. He's getting worked over here by Pomeroy at the Oshawa bench. Finally comes free and now picked up by Hire. Hire's pass is broken up by Cooper. Cooper, backhand pass, nobody there. Comes away through center and right back into the zone. From behind the net, scooping that up there was Davis. Starting it out from his own end now for Jacob Bartlett. That one over his stick. Good job by Pomeroy to try and keep it in. Cooper as well on that other side. Pushed back into the zone. From behind the net there, Whitby will scoop it up and keep it behind their own net. Looking for that lead pass. That one over the stick of Riley Brandt, up and out of play. Jackman wins that draw cleanly right from the Whitby blue line, and Sterling dumps it in. Grunewald coming out of his own end to play that. Coming around the left side. Lead pass is broken up. Generals already have more goals than they did the first time these two teams played as Whitby picked up the shutter. When there's a pass! Bad pass out in front, but Grunewald bailed him out with that great save right in front of the goal. Keeps us at a 1-0 game. From behind the net, trying to set this up in front. It's Jackman pushing it off to the right side. From behind the goal, trying to set this up in front from the left side. Taken away by Whitby as they move it away. That's up through center and knocked down here by Sterling. Sterling puts that back in past Oldman into the corner. From behind their own net, Whitby get the opportunity to clear it. Max Hutchings having none of that. Put it in behind the net for Chapman. Chapman's got to get around Bradica from in behind the goal. Here comes a chance to throw it up in front. That's from the slot area now, dropping it back to the blue line as he couldn't shoot it. Here comes a shot. That's steered off to the right by Grunewald in that right corner now. They've got Chapman waiting out in front for a pass, and Hutchings keeping control of that puck. Fires it over here to the other side. Whitby get the opportunity to get this out of their own end from the right corner, and that going over the stick of Kennedy. Back into the Oshawa end. LePage racing after it with some speed behind his own goal. Late pass up through center, tipped the length of the ice. No icing. Grunewald is going to let his defensive partner take that behind the goal. Coming around the other side. Up through center with a pass there for Pithy out of his reach and onto the tape of Davis. Emerson Davis puts that in behind the goal where Grunewald tries to play it. That was almost taken off the stick behind the net. Trying to do some damage from in behind the goal. He tried to set up Davis out in front. Kept in here from the blue line, and that shot goes wide. Owen Dobbs coming after it here. Dobbs is trying to put it here for Elliot Bluin. Bluin a shot. Stopped there by Grunewald at in front. Off to the side. Bluin for Davis. Davis from behind the goal for Bartlett. Went over his stick, and now Dobbs picks it up. Dobbs for Bartlett behind the net. Jacob Bartlett having his stick lifted. Bluin going back there to help him. Bartlett trying to win the battle here in the corner. Back to the line for Davis, shooting through a screen. It gets stopped by Grunewald. Still loose here from the side. Just fired wide from the left side of the net. All Oshawa now looking to increase their 1-0 lead. Coming around the side, here's Kobe Heyer. Heyer with a big hit as he takes his man down, and we're getting our first penalty of the game. And it's going to come to Kobe Heyer. A 4-minute double minor head contact penalty to Heyer. Whitby gets the opportunity to try and click on this power play to tie things up, but they had to start it from their own end as Oshawa cleared it down the ice. From their own end. Here comes a chance, tipped in by Sterling on net, stopped there with ease by Grunewald. Sterling's going after his own rebound, or Brett was going after the rebound behind the net to try and win this battle. From behind the goal, trying to tip this out of their own end. That got picked off by Riley Brandt, but he couldn't go with the puck. Late pass up through center. Good move to get around the defender as he brings it in. The drop pass, though, for Pomeroy was out of the reach. And now Way has to go back in his own end to scoop it up. Way trying to take advantage here of a Oshawa line change, but the pass is picked off and dumped down the ice. Way will get another opportunity at this. From behind his own goal, he'll take his time this time and move it up through center. Bringing it up over the offensive end to try and bring it up over the line. Pushed back into the Oshawa zone where Emerson Davis fires it around, and Oldman's right there. Oldman behind the net for Pomeroy over his stick. Nolas, number 10, waiting out in front here. Right in front of the goal, it's a tip on net and picked up there by Parker Shaw. Face-off is coming off to the right. The Castaway gets kicked out of the draw. And now they win that one. Over here to the other side, looking to shoot one through the screen. Here it is, stopped there by Parker Shaw. One up in the air. Cleared out, not out of the zone. Oldman kept it in. Picked out back in their own end. Bradica coming back after his own puck. Bradica from behind the net starts it out. Late pass off the boards, picked up here by Dobbs, who tried to sweep it for Elliot Bluin. He can't get through. He was getting held up. Here comes a chance here for Whitby out of their own end. Late pass for Nolas is picked up as Nolas is trying to get through. He gets taken down. From center, over here to the other side, trying to move it in. From behind his own net, he'll take it back there, and that's Oldman from behind his own goal. Coming around the other side to get an opportunity to pass. Picked up by Sterling. Ethan Sterling comes up over the blue line now. Sterling from behind the net picks it up. Trying to get around the defender on that right side. Ethan Sterling digging away at that loose puck to try and keep it alive here in the Whitby end, and taken away by Whitby. From their own zone, it gets over here with a pass. It goes over the stick, and Ethan Sterling tries to tip it in. That's going over the stick there of the defender and back into the Whitby end. Last minute of play of period number 1, 50 seconds left. A late pass up through center as he tries to bring it in. He's got to get around the defender, but he got held up. Here comes a chance. Dropping it back to the line for Pithy, but it got picked off. Back in their own end it comes. Playing catch with it. Trying to find that loose puck here. That goes over the stick and down the ice. And it goes for icing, so the Generals catch a break. So now we got a shorthanded opportunity in the Whitby end with Bluen taking the draw. Wins it back here to the line as it gets pushed into the corner where Owen Dobbs tries to fight way after it and behind the goal. Trying to tangle him up and kill off more time here on this clock. And on the penalty, here comes a chance with a lead pass. Broken up. Here comes Owen Dobbs, short-handed, but he's going to get pushed off to the right side, and that should about do it for period number 1. Bluen from behind the net. Tries to set it up in front. Davis, one more chance for a shot, but he's going to fire it after the buzzer. We have a 1-0 lead for Oshawa after 1 period of play and a 21-second power play for Whitby as that 4-minute double minor carries over to the second period. Goaltenders take their position for period number 2. Dumped in. Way from his own end will start it up. He loses his footing from behind the goal. Got some help behind the net. Here comes a chance. For Owen Dobbs from the side. Sets it up for Elliot Bluen. Picked off his stick. Kept in here from the blue line by Colin Kennedy. Off to the corner now. He tried to set it up in front for Dobbs. Spinning away from his man. He gets an opportunity to try and clear it out. It's up through center now for Pomeroy, who brings it in. Pomeroy's shot is stopped there by Shaw, and he'll scoop up his own rebound. Face-off is off to the left now of Parker Shaw. That 4-minute double minor to Kobe Heyer is now over. Generals have killed off the first penalty of the game, and Heyer's now on the ice. Heyer with a lead pass now up through center, went over the stick. Trying to catch up to it and dump that in on goal. It got blocked by Oldman. Not out of the zone. Good job there to keep it in, but the shot went wide. Here comes a chance. The backhanded pass, Bradica. Here comes a shot. Fired wide, way of the mark by Braden Davidson. Around the corner it goes now for an opportunity for Bradica to clear. Got it up there for Gallagher, but couldn't get it out. Bradica and Gallagher trying to dig it out here for Whitby. Now they're going to get some help there with Decazere. Trying to get this out from their own end. Oldman getting it over here for Bradica. They went up here for Decazere, but that's going to get knocked down. Knocked down here for Davidson. Decazere tried to help out with Gallagher, and that's going to go over the stick and go down the ice. And it's going to go no icing on the play. Here comes the chance. Lead pass. Here trying to get around the defender, but Hornblower was there and tried to clear it out. And that goes up and out of play. Face off now just outside of the Oshawa line. Gallagher to take it. One here by Oshawa. They get the opportunity to try and dump it in. They've got Jackman as well dumped into the corner. Hard around the boards here for a chance. It's behind the net and gathered up here by Kennedy, who moves it away. His pass went over the stick there on the other side to Gallagher and pushed back in. All the way behind the net. Hard around the boards here for a chance. Sorry, 18 is Cassidy there for Whitby. Here comes a chance from Nash as it went wide. Sterling trying to throw it up in front. Trying to tip this out of his own end. It comes over here to the other side. Trying to get it around number 98, Uden, as that goes in on net and gets stopped by Graneveld. Good job again. Fires it in wide, though. From behind the net, setting up in front. Uden gets the opportunity to clear and couldn't do it. That goes back in behind the Whitby goal. Another chance to clear. Uden will get this again. It'll be another turnover. Gallagher shot. Stopped and rebound. They score! Grenville got a piece and not enough. And the Generals were sitting right there for the tap it in from the side of the net. As it's a 2-0 now. Oshawa lead. I don't know if the initial shot by Mason Gallinero made its way through to the back of the net, but the Generals made sure that the second opportunity got put in. So we'll see who gets credit for that goal. LePage gets it for Owen Dobbs. Dobbs walks out, shot, hit the stick there, and goes off to the corner. Hit the stick there of Marcoux. Trying to get this out of their own end. It's off to the side for Dobbs, trying to throw this up in front. It's off to the side now for Owen Dobbs behind the net. Marcoux trying to stick to him. Good job by Dobbs to split free. And now tipped out of their own end. Tried to tip it there to himself and taken away here by Oshawa. Owen Dobbs tried to get this pass. That goes up into the Oshawa bench. And we'll get a whistle. Pomeroy now to take the draw. Wins it right back there to Marcoux. Marcoux sees the pressure on, gets it to his defensive partner, and then they went for a pass there for Pomeroy that got broken up. Coming here to the other side with a chance to clear it out. Generals keep it in there for Jacob Bartlett, but couldn't shoot it. Bartlett again tried to get that shot on net. That'll go wide. Hard around the boards. Kobe Heyer tried to win this battle against Cavillan. It goes around the other side. From behind the net, Marcoux now. Marcoux is going to have some pressure on there by Chapman. Causes a turnover. Braden Davidson tries to win this battle now, but he had a 3-on-1 odds against him. Here comes a chance. Right in front. It hits a stick and tries to get kept in. A shot on goal is tipped in wide. Chapman and Hutchings have it. Hutchings getting around the corner to try and set it up. Cavillan will pick that up now. Over here to the other side, it's Emerson Davis. Davis will put that into the zone behind the net. Trying to fire this out of his own end there was Ethan Chapman. Chapman walking out, stopped there by Grunewald, and he'll hold on to it. Face-off now is off to the left of Grunewald. Here comes Braden Davison after the puck. Davison will lose it there in the corner. Bradica tried to get it out, along with De Kessler. Here's a shot, stopped there by Grunewald. Another shot is ticked off to the left with the stick this time of Grunewald as he directs it right into the netting and out of play. Face-off is off to his left. Riley Brandt and Gallinero trying to get to the puck. Gallagher takes it away. Gallagher tried to split through. He'll put it in behind the Oshawa net. Trying to win the battle here in the right corner. Coming around the other side there was Oldman. Oldman trying to keep it in here. He couldn't do it behind the net. They've got a man sitting out in front, but the pass couldn't get out in front to him. Here comes a chance to try and tip it around Bradica, and Bradica dips it right back into the Oshawa end. Ethan Sterling from behind the net will fire it around. Oldman keeps it in. Jackman cuts off that pass on the shot from the line, and now tries to get it over there for Naish, looking for an opportunity to clear it. Hard around, it's going to come around the left side, and the Generals will get it out of their own end. Flipped all the way on goal. Stopped by Grunewald, and he'll cover it up with Jackman coming in the vicinity. Bartlett loses a draw in the offensive end from behind the net. Tipped around the boards. Pitty couldn't knock it down. From behind the net, Elliot Bluen takes a hit there from Hornblower behind the goal as they try and get this puck out of the zone. Right in front, over the stick, and taken away here by Uden, who turns it over. Right on goal, knocked down by Hornblower. Can't get it out of the zone. Conlon Kennedy tried to keep it in. Here comes a shot, hitting the stick, and still loose here from the side was Pitty. Jacob Bartlett from behind the net, setting it up in front. The pass is taken away here by Whitby as they skate it through. Good job to dip his way around. Behind the net it goes. It's from behind the goal. They set it up in front, and they Score from the side of the net as Whitby are able to put that in behind Parker Shaw from the side of the goal and make this a one-goal game. A double whammy coming to Oshawa. They get scored on and they get a penalty out of it as well. And that makes it a 2-1 game and a power play now for Whitby to try and tie things up. Marcoux gets us to the other side to try and dump this in on their power play to start it out. Kobe Hire from behind the net will fire it around. Trying to keep this in here from the line of redirection is tipped in wide to the left side of the net. Here on that left corner to try and set it up in front. We're into a 2-1 hockey game now. Oshawa with a goal in the first period and a goal here in the second to open up a 2-0 lead before Whitby got on the board, and now they're trying to kick on their power play. A shot is going in way wide of the net from behind the goal. Trying to keep this up there was De Casseray from behind the net. Coming around the other side, kept in by Marcoux. Marcoux' shot is going in wide. It's right from the side of the net. And now cleared out, not out of the zone. Marcoux kept that in. Back behind the net it goes for Cavillan to try and do something with it. It's right from the side, trying to jam it out of front. Whitby are taking a couple whacks away at it through that screen area as they try and put it in, and not going to work. Shot from the line by Marcoux is blocked and kept in here from the line. Here's a shot by Way going wide of the net. That correct. De Casseray puts that behind the net. Here comes a chance now for Cavillan. Cavillan back here to the line. Good job here by Cavillan to try and get away from the defender. Off to the left corner now. It's a battle on it to try and get that puck free. He's trying to get some help. That Oshawa player is digging away at it to try and get it for a whistle, but it finally got dug free. 15 seconds left on the penalty. Way a shot is going wide. Cooper. There's Hire trying to fire it around. Tipped out of the zone. And now it comes free. A rolling puck on that. And Groneveld will leave it for Way. From behind his own net is Way starting it out. Trying to move it up through center and get through. Way puts it into the zone. It gets knocked down by Ethan Sterling and off the boards it goes. Trying to get around Bradica and reach the offensive end. Generals are able to kill off that pressure by Whitby. They had a couple of great scoring opportunities from that slot area, just couldn't get that tying goal. From that zone, Riley Brandt out in front, hit a defender out in front, De Casseray, off to the right corner. Nolas gets the opportunity to clear it, not going to happen, but backhanded back into the left side. Jackman trying to win the battle here. Ethan Jackman out in front, that got broke up by De Casseray. Here comes a chance for Sterling, the shot going in wide. Gallinaro trying to set it up in front here for a chance. It hit the side of the net though. Big battle here in the corner. De Casseray is going to try and help out and get this puck free. It's a 2-on-2 battle in this left corner to try and dig one puck free, and Generals get it. Mason Gallinaro can't cut through. Here comes another shot on net, and that got blocked. De Casseray's in there to try and get it out. Got it up there for Gallagher. Under 5 minutes left here to go in the second. Gallagher puts it to himself behind the goal. Nolas is coming here on the left side. Knocked down by Hornblower, who will put that back into the Oshawa end. Going off on the chain, so here comes Zach Nash for the pass for Riley Brandt. Brandt dumping it out on goal with an easy steer side save by Groneveld. Hornblower going for the lead pass up through center. Tipped in on goal. It's going to get stopped by Parker Shaw and covered up. Face-off is off to his left. From behind the goal, trying to win the battle. Taken away here by Oshawa as they skated away up here for Dobbs. Owen Dobbs couldn't get to that loose puck, so they'll skate it away. He gets around the defender. Here comes a 3-on-1 opportunity. Bluen, pass, back to Bluen. Stop there with the left pad of Groneveld, who's getting pushed into the goal. But now that's going to cause a ruckus out in front of the net as the Generals are jamming away at that left pad of Groneveld to try and poke it past his left pad, but They weren't successful at that. This keeps it at a 2-1 game, and the Whitby defenders came in and defended their goaltender after a huge stop to keep this one at 2-1. A face-off is off to his left side. Blowen's going to take the draw. Wasn't done correctly. We'll get another draw here in the Whitby end. 4:11 left to go here in the second period. Owen Dobbs will take the draw. Bartlett on his right side, Blowen on his left, with LePage and Naish at the and Kennedy at the line. LePage trying to keep that in, puts it behind the net. Kennedy will fire that around to try and get this out of their own end. Up through center, tipped in. Knocked down from their own zone, trying to get this out of his own end past Pithy, and he will. That leads to 2 Oshawa players coming in. Bumped off the puck. There was Bartlett as he put it in. Hornblower from behind the goal now for Kennedy. Gallagher trying to get it out of his own end right here in front of us. Was stripped away from him. Good job here by, that was Cassidy coming in there with the hit. From the left side, it's Owen Dobbs putting it behind the goal. Chapman trying to beat Cassidy to the puck. Causes a turnover, but Generals turn it right back to them. Tipping it to himself, but it's going to go down the ice. It's not going to be an icing call. Yes, it is going to be icing. I thought he whistled and blow there, but it did. It went down for icing. Face-off is off to the right now of Grunewald. Nolis is going to take this draw. Won by Oshawa as it comes out. Emerson Davis scoops it up and fires it back in. Here comes a chance now for Marcoux to move it over here to the side. A lead pass is knocked down. Trying to find that loose puck there is Kavillan, as he couldn't get it back here to the blue line. Taken away here by Oshawa, and it's let in by Braden Davidson. Davidson taking it to the goal, and it's a backhand. Not very strong one, as it gets scooped up with ease by Grunewald. Face-off, a key one, was won by Whitby. Marcoux tried to get it out of his own end and couldn't do it. Nolis is coming here to the side. Back in behind the net, it on goal and gets scooped up with ease by Grunewald. Face-off is off to his right. One here. Here's a shot. Stopped there by Grunewald from behind the net. It's Braden Davison walking it out. Keeping control of the puck. Back here to the line. Shot through a screen is going in wide. Backhand from the side, and nobody's there. Nolis trying to get it out of his own end. Waste trying to as well. Rolled in on net, and Grunewald makes a save and gets a snow job for his effort. Face-off now is off to the right of the Whitby end. It's going to be Uden coming in here to take the draw. Won by Jackman. Huge win there in the offensive end. Now he'll get the puck on the right corner. Jackman back here to the line. He's not going to be able to shoot it. Ethan Jackman can't shoot that as it gets tipped away. Here comes a chance for Uden with a lead pass. It's brought in over the line. That's about as far as he can go, as he got it taken away off his stick, and it's an offside. Face-off here is won by Whitby. A chance to bring this up over the blue line now. From behind the net. It's a chance to keep this from behind his own goal and start it out here for Oshawa. We're approaching last minute of play here in period number 2. Up through center comes Chapman. Tried to use Oldman as a screen. From behind the net. Coming around the corner now. It's around that left side trying to get it out. Kept in by Jackman, who pushes it in. Big hit there on the right side. Into the corner it goes. Picked up here by Sterling in his own end. Sterling got it for Davis, who looks for an open lane, and that gets knocked down here by Oldman. Over the stick here of Oshawa. Here comes a chance now for Riley Brandt with a pass. Here's a shot. Stopped there with a glove hand, but it's still laid free, but Brandt couldn't poke it in. Grunewald couldn't handle the initial shot, but Riley Brandt couldn't capitalize on a loose puck as it bounced over his stick. LePage picked it up. Jackman turns around with a shot. That gets stopped with ease, and this one will get gathered up by Grunewald, and there'll be no rebound. Elliot Bloom wins the draw. Jacob Bartlett from the side. Pithy picks that off. Pithy's pass up through center now for Gallagher. Couldn't go with it. From their own side. Big hit there at the bench area. In comes Bartlett, flipping it in. Grunewald comes out to stop it for Hornblower behind his own net. Big hit there by Bartlett off Hornblower as he sends him off his skates. from behind their own net. Lead pass here, broken up. From behind their own goal, back here to the line for Hornblower after taking that hit. He's back up there on his feet and clears this way, knocked down by Conlon Kennedy. From their own end, Hornblower getting it over here for Kennedy. 10 seconds left to go here in period number 2. Hornblower overskated the puck. Here comes Blowen coming after it. Blowen's just going to try and tie it up there in the corner. Taken away by Whitby, who fired around. That's going to about do it for our period number 2. These two teams will go off for an intermission break. It was 1-0 Oshawa after period number 1. They scored another one to go up 2-0 before Whitby cut into the lead. So we're in for a good third period when we come back. Away we go for period number 3 from the Iroquois Arena on this Friday night. Generals trying to hold on to a 2-1 lead and maybe even increase it. Whitby trying to tie things up here and make this a hockey game. That goes behind the net to start off period number 3. It's all-star weekend here at the NHL as well, as they've got the skills competition going on here in the NHL weekend. But we've got some minor hockey here, and it's been a good one between the Generals and Whitby. From behind the net, a chance here to get this on the right side. Sterling trying to get it back here to the line. Sterling, a shot. It's going to go in wide over the net. Over on the left side, back here to the blue line for Zach Naish to keep it in. Turnaround shot from Jackman is going in wide from the slot area. Taken away by Whitby as they dump that down the ice. All the way into the corner. And we get our first icing call of the third period. Face-off is off to the right. A quick win and a quick shot on net by Conlon Kennedy. Goes into the crest area of Groneveld. Face-off again is off to the right of the Whitby end. From behind the goal, it's an opportunity now for Cavillan. Out of the zone, and here comes Pithy with it up through center. Gonna lose it there to Conlon Kennedy, who keeps it in play by bouncing it off the top end of the penalty box area. Ethan Chapman racing after the puck to try and win the battle. Braden Davidson as well there in the corner, taken away by Whitby. That late pass up through center for Pithy as he knocks it down. Pithy trying to make his way through. Elijah LePage held him up. Stays in the zone for Max Hutchings. Hutchings tries to get through. He breaks free through one. And now he's got to get up there with Braden Davidson. But here comes a chance, but he was getting held up. Over here to the side, Braden Davidson gets hit into the boards on the left corner. From behind the net, it's going to be a turnover. Right to the front of the net behind the goal. Taken away here by Whitby in their own end. That lead pass was over the stick and onto the tape over the stick of Heyer. Kobe Heyer now for Emerson Davis. Davis's lead pass is brought in for 3. Drop pass from Jacob Bartlett now for Bluen going off to the right side. From behind the net, it'll come around the corner. Tipped off the boards, and that's going over the stick of Heyer. Emerson Davis coming back up in his own end. Nolis was chasing after him as they go for a turnover. Over the stick of Dobbs and back into the Whitby end goes Bradica after it now. Bradica to the other side. They're going to look to flip this away. Up through center. That's over the stick there of Cavillan. Dumped into the Oshawa end behind the net. Nolis was coming after it here on the left side. Oldman not going to keep it in. Good job there by Bluen, but he couldn't get to it. Bradica from behind his own net. Bradica couldn't throw it up in front. Here comes a chance. Ethan Sterling, a shot. That goes wide on that shot opportunity by Sterling. Back here to the line again for Sterling. The pass for Bluen was picked off by Whitby as they get the opportunity to clear, but Bluen once again kept it in. Zach Naish from his own end will dump that deep. Back into the Whitby zone it goes as they get the opportunity to try and bring it up. He's trying to get around the defender now. DeCesare gets it here to the side, and that was over the stick of Way, who's got to go back in his own end. Rolled in on net, and Groneveld, aware of that, holds on to it. Another face-off coming off to the left of the Whitby goal. Trying to win this draw. It goes off to the side. Here comes a chance to throw it up in front. Just over the stick and taken away by Whitby. Tipped it out of their own end, and here comes a chance. LePage has got to hustle after that puck. He had Gallagher rushing after him. Here comes a chance for Jackman. Good job to tip it away. And it's Mason Gallinaro up through center. Gallinaro marks his way through Way. And behind the net it goes. Trying to throw this up in front. Nobody's there. Turnaround shot by Gallinaro going in wide. Trying to bank this in from the side. Riley Brandt on it. From behind the goal. Trying to win that battle is Jackman. With Brandt on his helping him. Mason Gallinaro is off to the side. Jackman from behind the net. Walking it out. Jackman. Shot. Stopped there by Grunewald. Still loose from the side and stopped there again. With a stick this time of Grunewald. Kept in here from the blue line. Taken away here by Whitby as they dump it away. All the way back into the Whitby end. Or the Oshawa end it goes. And just has enough to slide for icing. Face-off is off to the right. Wins it back to left for Higher and he fires it in wide. Here comes a chance to try and get it around Emerson Davis. Try to put this back in the zone. He's back in his own end. Higher tried to move that up through center. Got it for Davison. And Davison with a flip play into the corner for Chapman. Ethan Chapman from behind the net tried to do something with it. From behind their own goal. Trying to set it up in front. Keeping control of it. He'll walk it out from the face-off circle. With some good stick handling moves by Chapman. Got it back here for Emerson Davis but couldn't get it through. It's stuck on the back of the net. Generals will pick that up and now taken away by Whitby from out of their own end. Didn't like the way he was going to go, so goes around the other side. Under 10 minutes left to go now in the game. Oshawa clinging on to a 2-1 lead from behind the net on the right side, trying to dump it behind the net. Right in front, Hutchings a shot. That gets blocked before it could get through. Knocked down at the front. Here's Kobe Higher. Higher from his own end. Will try and get through a man. He gets his way around, and that's going to be a penalty coming up here to Whitby. And it's going to come for hooking. Jackman to take the draw. Gets it back here to the line for Ethan Sterling. Sterling has control of it, and now sets up Jackman. Back to the line again for Sterling. Now for Jackman. He'll walk it out. Slider a shot. Just whistled it in wide. Keeping it in here for Oshawa's Riley Brandt. Back here to the line for Sterling. Jackman pushes it off. Now Sterling again. Walking it out there was Dobbs with a shot on net. Or Gallinaro a shot, and that got blocked. Gallinaro trying to win the battle behind the goal. Around the net it goes. That's going to get knocked down by Riley Brandt. Back here to the line for Sterling. Jackman's open on the other side, but can't shoot. Gives it back for Sterling. Sterling now for Brandt. Oshawa moving it around well. Jackman looking for the shot. He gets it. Stopped there this time by Grunewald, though, and he'll hold on to it. Another power play unit comes out for Oshawa, and it's going to be Chapman, who's going to take this draw with 1:07 left on the power play. Back here to the line. Over here to the other side for Conlon Kennedy. He's not going to shoot. He pushes it off to the right, though. Here comes Max Hutchings now. Hutchings back to the line for Conlon Kennedy. Kennedy a shot. Right pad stopped there by Grunewald. Oshawa getting the shots on net here on the power play. Just nothing making it to the back of the net. Conlon Kennedy turns it over, and here comes a chance. But Way overskated the puck, but got it back again. Way gets another opportunity. He'll dump it in. Right into Parker Shaw. He makes a stop. And he's going to cover it up with Gallagher coming in. DeCastore will take this draw here in the Oshawa end. Coming around the other side. Here's a chance now to try and get it out of his own end for Conlon Kennedy. Tape to tape over the stick of Chapman, though. Max Hutchings. Shot. Left pad stop. Trying to bat it in on his own rebound and couldn't get to it. All the way down the ice. That'll kill off more time. 10 seconds left to go on the penalty to Whitby. From behind the net. That was almost a turnover, and it was, as DeCastore couldn't bat it in from the side of the net, short-handed, though. Here comes a chance. Chapman reading it up over the line. Penalty's over, but Oshawa still get the opportunity to bring it in. Braden Davidson puts it behind the net. And it's Chapman behind the goal. He'll get met back there to try and take the puck away. Pushed off to the right corner. Trying to get it back here to the blue line, and he's not going to be able to. Jacob Bartlett's going to try and help out as well in the right corner. Hutchings tried to get to it. Good job here by Kobe Higher. A shot on net is going to whistle in wide of the blocker hand of Grunewald. From behind the goal, back here to the line, Jacob Bartlett a shot. Tipped in wide by Davidson behind the goal. Big hit there on the other side, trying to get it back here to the line for Kobe Heyer. Coming around the other side now is Jacob Bartlett as he pushes it in. They got a man sitting out in front here for a backhand shot. Stopped there by Grunewald from the slot area. Face-off now is just off to the left of the Whitby and win cleanly. Back here to the line for Kobe Heyer. Tipping it away, here comes a chance. It's still loose here from the side and picked up here by Elliot Bluen. Bluen tried to make his way through with a pass for Bartlett. Bluen a shot. Just whistled in past the blocker hand. Back here to the line, Zach Naish, shot on net. That'll get gathered up and held on to by Grunewald. Bartlett trying to win the draw, loses it, fired off the boards and out. All the way down the ice. Not enough for icing. Ethan Sterling's got control of it. Sterling off the boards, got it up there for Dobbs, who tips it away. Bartlett trying to race after it now. Jacob Bartlett brings it in the zone with a pass. It gets broken up. But Bartlett sticking right to the puck there behind the goal in a battle with Hornblower. Trying to get it back here to the line against Sterling. Taken away here. Bumped off the puck on the other side. Sterling is over here from the Whitby bench with a pass. Owen Dobbs gets it to Bluen over his stick. Sterling gets it. Sterling throws it forward. Scores! Owen Dobbs from the side of the net puts it in for the insurance marker to make it 3-1. That goal coming at 9:58 here of the third period. And now gives Oshawa some breathing room. The goal by Dobbs. Bradica behind the net. Trying to tip that off the boards. Coming around the other side. Taking it out here for Whitby. Big chance here to dump it in. Right on goal to Shaw. And he'll cover it up. Jackman to win this draw. Wins it in his defensive end. Coming around the boards here for Kobe Heyer. Heyer tried to get it out of his own end on a backhand. Knocked down by Jackman. They'll lead it up here for Mason Gallinaro. Gallinaro brings it up over the line with a drop pass. Here's Riley Brandt, a shot, and a right pad stop there by Grunewald. Up through center they come, trying to flip it in past Davis. That's going off to the corner from behind the net. As that's off to the other side, wrapped around the boards, knocked down here by Oldman. Jackman's late pass is tape to tape for Riley Brandt. Brandt brings it in, got it up there with Gallinaro, but the pass is broken up. Off to the corner it goes as they try and win this battle. Under 4 minutes left to go now. Whitby gets it from behind their own net. He'll keep control of it and now take it back in his own zone. Finally loses it. Here comes Braden Davidson off to the corner. Davidson walking out, passes out of the reach. Still loose here from the right side. He was getting hooked up though and couldn't do anything with the puck. That was Kennedy. From behind the net, trying to wrap it out in front. And that's a chance for Davidson right in front of the goal with a one-timer. And Grunewald up to the task, makes that stop. Face-off is off to the left of the Whitby end. Tipped off the boards and out. Racing after it back in his own end it comes is there Conlon Kennedy. Kennedy trying to stick to his man on the right side. Right in front of the net, taken away. Here's a shot. Scooped up there by Parker Shaw as he holds on. DeCastro will take this draw in the Oshawa end against Ethan Chapman. Chapman wins it. And Sterling tried to get it out. Out of their own end they come with a lead pass for Braden Davidson. Davidson's trying to get free, but Way sticking right to him. Davidson still gets a good shot off, but he puts it right into the pads of Grunewald. Bartlett now coming in to take the draw. It's over here to the side. Picked off there by Bartlett, who takes a hit. Trying to throw it up in front, taken away here by Whitby. Off to the side, here comes Owen Dobbs from behind the net. Coming around the other side now for Jacob Bartlett. He goes for the hit on the left corner. In behind the goal, here comes Bartlett to try and get free. Bartlett walking it out in front as that pass for Owen Dobbs was out of the reach. Here comes a chance to try and flip it in. Zach Naish and Owen Dobbs tip that back in the zone. Way will get that back here to the line. Up through center it comes. Here comes a chance to bring it in. The Casseret dumps it in on net. As that gets steered off to the right by Parker Shaw. Pithy on it now, tried to throw it up in front. That is onto a general stick of Ethan Sterling. Sterling dumps it deep. Behind the net, it goes for icing. Face-off is off to the left. Harder on the boards from higher around the net. Here comes a chance to tip it free. Big hit there on the other side by Gallinaro. As they try and put it in the zone. From the left side was Jackman. He can't get to the front of the net. Jackman again gets it back here. Kobe Hire a shot. Right in on goal. It gets stopped there by Graneveld. Now Hire will get it again. Trying to find that loose puck was Kobe Hire. Still loose here from the side. They'll break their way in with Ethan Jackman. A shot on net. Going up into the netting and out of play. Face-off coming deep into the Oshawa or Whitby end. Trying to win that draw and get it back here to the line was Emerson Davis. It's off here in the corner as that goes behind the net. Here comes a chance now for Cavillon to bring it up through center. Cavillon brings it up over the line and gets knocked down. Harder on the boards here for an opportunity to clear it out was Chapman. As they try and dump this in from their own end. It's coming into the Oshawa zone now as they try and dump it in. Right back in behind the net it goes with a chance to put that back behind the net. Coming out through center, that comes through center ice. Dumped right back into the Oshawa end it goes. And we're getting a whistle. There needs to be a correction from the top of the broadcast. I said these two teams had only played once and Whitby won that one 5-0, but that is incorrect. Oshawa won the first battle between these two teams 6-0 in the first game they played each other. So this is the rubber match between these two teams and the last time they'll play each other in the regular season. And it looks like Oshawa are going to win this rubber match as Blowen trying to catch up to this. Hit the side of the net. Here comes a chance. Owen Dobbs hit the side of the net. Coming back in behind the goal now. It's 5 seconds left to go. Dumped up through center, and the Oshawa Minor Generals kick off their big weekend here with a W at the Iroquois Park Arena, as it's going to be a 3-1 victory. A goal in each of the periods puts them in the win column and 2 points on the board to start a very big weekend for your under 14 AAA Generals. They're going to have back-to-back against Kingston, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. So we'll get ready for that. Have yourself a great Friday night. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.